Hello everyone, welcome to AWS Tutorials. In AWS Tutorials, we provide workshops and exercises to learn about AWS services. These workshops and exercises are published to our website aws-dojo.com. Today, we are going to talk about Amazon CodeGuru, which can be used to profile and also do code review for your application. So let's get introduction about this service. So as I mentioned, CodeGuru has got two features or sub-service under it. One is Profiler, and Profiler can actually do profiling of your applications running on EC2 instance or even Lambda to see the performance of the code. It can try to find the most expensive line of the code and can help you optimize your code for better performance. It also comes with another tool called Code Reviewer, which can be used to do the code review in the repository to find any critical issue into it and improve your code quality. Today I'm going to focus on Code Reviewer, but I promise that I will come back with exercise on CodeGuru Profiler sometime very soon. So let's see what we are going to build today. So the CodeGuru at present supports only Java runtime environment. So what we are going to do here is that we will create a code repository in AWS Code Commit, and then we will take some sample Java code, which we'll check in from our Cloud9 environment, and then we will use our CodeGuru to do the code review of the Java code in the code repository. So that's a very simple scenario we are going to try today. In order to complete this scenario, we have created an exercise, and the exercise has been published to our website aws-dojo.com. The URL of the exercise has been provided in the description box below. You can use this URL to see the exercise, and exercise has a set of instructions which you can follow to complete the whole scenario end to end. And if you continue in this video, you have a choice to go and run this exercise by your own. Or if you continue in this video, then I'm anyway going to walk you through the steps involved in this exercise. So let's jump on to the exercise. So here's the exercise, which is uploaded to our website, aws-dojo.com. And these are the steps you need to perform to complete the exercise. The first step is to have an AWS account. So if you already have an AWS account, you are good to go. If not, you might want to use this link to create an AWS account. Then you go to AWS Code Commit, and there you want to create one repository which will store our Java code. So you go to AWS Code Commit, you click on the Create Repository button, then you provide a repository name, and then you check Enable Code Amazon CodeGuru Reviewer for the Java. Now, if this is an optional thing, but if you enable that, then this code repository automatically get associated with CodeGuru, and then CodeGuru does automatic review of your code in the repository. So you check on this box, and then you click on the Create button. This will create the repository. You might want to make note of this cloning command, which you will use in your dev environment. In this case, that will be Cloud9, to clone the repository and checking your code. So next step is to checking the code to the repository. For that purpose, we are using our Cloud9 environment. But if you have your own environment, you can use that as well. What we have done is that we have found some sample Java code, and then we have zipped them and made available through the link over here. So you can download this sample Java code to do the code review. But in case you have your own set of Java code, you can use that as well in the exercise over here. So let's set up the environment from where we can checking the code. So we go to the Cloud9 environment. We launch the environment with a name, Dojo environment. We select T2 micro as the instance size because we don't want to go the conjunction beyond free tier. And then we select Ubuntu as the operating environment, and then we simply click on the Create Environment button to create the environment. So once the environment is up and running, then we want to checking the code to it. In order to do so, first we are running this cloning command to clone the repository on this Cloud9 environment. And right now it's an empty repository, but it created a clone of our repository. It created a folder called dojo repo. Then what we do, we provided you sample Java code through the link above. You download that sample Java code, and then you simply use this upload local files option to upload the Java files to the Cloud9 machine. Now, in case you have your own Java code, you can use that as well. But in this exercise, I simply provided some sample Java code in case you don't have that. So you added all the Java code to the repository. Now my Java code is to the development environment. So my Java code is in the development environment. Now we run a couple of commands to simply checking this code into the code repository. So you first add all the Java files, and once that is done, then you commit the files with some comments, and finally you push the file to the master branch. So all we have done in this command so far is that we have added the Java files into the master branch of the code commit repository. So my code commit repository is ready. If you go to the code commit, you can see that here's your dojo repo and your master branch. You have got all the files checked in. So my repository is ready. Okay. Now let's go to the CodeGuru reviewer to see how we can review the code. Okay. So if you go to Code Reviewer and you click on associated repository, you can see your dojo repo is already associated. And it is already associated because when we created the dojo repo repository, we checked that, hey, associate it with code commit. I mean, there's a checkbox which we selected to choose. If suppose you have not done that, in that case, you can still come back to the CodeGuru, click on this associate repository button, and then manually associate your repository to the CodeGuru. When you try to associate repository to CodeGuru, other than code commit, it also supports other Git-based repositories, and you can choose code repositories beyond code commit. But anyway, the code commit repository has been already associated with with the CodeGuru reviewer, and here onwards, to be honest, whenever anyone makes any pull request, the CodeGuru will automatically do the code review of your code. But in this case, we are going to run a kind of on-demand analysis. And for that purpose, we'll click on the code review. And then we say, I want to do a repository analysis. So pull request is where automatically, whenever any pull request is made, your code reviewer will automatically do the code review for you. But to do on-demand analysis, you can go for a repository analysis tab, click on create repository analysis. Then it will ask, okay, which repository you want to analyze, and say we want to analyze this dojo repo repository. I want to analyze the master branch. And then you can also it generally generates a code review name, but you can also override it to make it like something simpler which you can associate with or search with. So I provided a code review name, but it automatically generates a name as well. And after that, you simply create the code repository. When you do that, it will start the code review actually, and it will take some time before it finishes. Once the status changes to completed, that's when the code review has completed for the code in your code repository. You can see the recommendations listed over here. Now, if you click on this repository to see the details, you will find the details like I mean, here is the summary of the details, how many lines of the code has been metered, and how many recommendations, and so on and so forth. And then it will also show you the details of the findings. So you can see here it is going to list all the 8 findings one by one. And the way the findings are structured is that if you click on this link, it will directly make you jump to the line of code where the problem has been found. And then this is the problem, this is the fix, and here you can go and see more details. If you like this finding or don't like this finding, and provide that feedback using this vote up and vote down button as well. So this was an example of how you can use CodeGuru Code Reviewer to review your Java code into the code repository, stored into the code repository. Right now, the Code Reviewer supports only Java runtime environment, but I'm sure in the coming days and time, it will start supporting other runtime environments as well. That very much finishes the exercise. You might want to, and of course, you should actually follow the next step to clean up the environment and delete all the resources so that you don't incur any cost post this exercise. So hope you like this exercise. If you like this exercise, click on the like button. Please subscribe to our channel. There are many other similar workshops and exercises which are published to our website, aws-dojo.com. Please use those workshops and exercises to learn about AWS services. If you have any feedback or comment, or you want to request for any new content, you can always reach out to us either at our YouTube channel comment section, or you can also click on this tab button and provide feedback through the form over there. So that was all for that's all for today, guys. Hope you liked the video. Looking forward to your feedback. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye.